Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you've been having a really beautiful night so far. It is Monday evening as of when I am coming on to record this, and I will most likely be releasing this tonight. I got the name Richard and also just the letter initials ROY. Could be the name Roy, could be the name Rory, which I know is a very unique name, but I also got the name Tori for someone, could be Victoria, could be a location for someone listening. The name Casey's coming out here as well. Okay, so, there's a lot of energy coming through tonight, and the first thing I want to say, although we are going to be getting into a love-related reading, so do keep that in mind because I feel that is most likely going to be the title of the video and the thumbnail of the video. So most of you who clicked on this video, I'm guessing that you were resonating more so with that love-related title or thumbnail, which I promise we're going to be channeling into. But right as I was starting out, I felt guided to speak about a bit of a collective dynamic, and specifically the dynamic that my guides want me to speak on is this resistance that we create in the present moment when we are too strategic, in a sense, when we are too focused on trying to pre-plan how the path is going to look. It's almost as though when we over strategize or over try to plan the future from that level of the conscious mind, from the logical mind, we actually create this restriction on the flow of energy in the present moment. And this can actually not only create this kind of friction or this tension, but it can also make it more difficult for us to access our natural psychic gifts and abilities. And when I talk about your psychic abilities, I'm not talking about anything mystical necessarily. This is simply your ability to interpret energy. We can only interpret energy through the present moment, which is why when we are too attached to the past or too attached to the future, futuristic outcomes, timelines, plans, strategies, we actually limit our ability, our psychic senses that would typically allow us to fully access all of the information that we need to tap into in the present moment. So you will notice the more that you surrender and flow with your life, the more that you release the need to know exactly where this is going to go or how it's going to play out, the more you release these even attachments to past events, people, connections, memories, things, the more naturally psychic you will become, meaning you will naturally find yourself just intuitively knowing the next step to take and flowing with that in more of an effortless way. And what we are feeling collectively right now, or what I'm sensing that many are feeling, is this resistance between what my guides are calling the old way and the new way. The old way of doing things being that way of trying to pre-plan all of the steps, I see someone with a calendar trying to over schedule their day or over plan their life, versus this new energy that is much more about surrender and flow and living in the moment to the best of our abilities. Now, of course, we are soul here, physically embodied, so we all have unique forms of responsibilities and things that we feel we need to do or are obligated to do to create a kind of homeostasis, so to speak, a kind of balanced environment for ourselves and our life. And you know what those things are for yourself. But again, this is about, to the best of our ability, allowing ourselves to surrender a bit more, to let go a little more of futuristic outcomes or even past memories that we might find ourselves dwelling upon or ruminating upon, because all of these things, again, can create this resistance that can artificially block us from being able to access our natural sense of intuition. So if you're feeling that tension, feeling kind of uncertain in a sense about this new way of doing things that we've been trying to find the words to describe here on this channel, and I know many of you are as well in some form. It's funny, I just got a text message from someone come up on my phone, and I'm sharing that because I have to tell you that I feel someone listening is going to be receiving some kind of powerful and important communication from someone. I got the name Leroy, or the letter initials Lero. This also could be Leo, the sign of Leo. That could be significant to someone. But anyway, I'm seeing something about a star. I'm hearing you are a star. But there's this need to let go, to surrender outcomes. So someone here I'm tapping into definitely has this star power, so to speak. You have what I would refer to almost as this celebrity energy. Now, I know that for most of you listening, you may not consider yourself to be a literal physical celebrity or someone with traditional fame. For some of you, that might be the case. But for many of you, you might not feel yourself to be of that kind of literal status, but what you need to know is that you're coming up as someone who has a lot of star power. I'm hearing it's in your cards that you are going to be someone who, or maybe you already are doing these things or you have done these things, but you are going to be someone that makes a huge impact on the world through something that you're doing. I'm getting that this is most likely something highly creative. The letter initials AKIRSH and A are coming out here. It's interesting because that almost sounds like Akashic, like the Akashic records, which we think of as this spiritual library of invisible yet sensible, like we can sense it psychically, spiritual information that is stored within every cell of our being, that is in every molecule of the universe, if you will. And I feel it's almost within your soul's blueprint, within your Akashic records, so to speak, to have some kind of major impact on the world. I keep seeing a microphone. I'm hearing that, when you think about a microphone, you think about amplifying something that's already there. So I feel almost as though you've been sharing your voice in some way, or you've been doing something in the world, and it's almost like the universe is putting the microphone in front of you, like the universe is going to be amplifying whatever you've already been doing or creating, or the kind of energy that you've been putting out there, because it's something that is meant to be so positively impactful on so many people. And I'm also hearing you're ready. So you can take this however it resonates. Maybe you literally speak or sing with a microphone, or you use your voice in some other kind of way. Regardless of whether or not, by the way, you're actually desiring this kind of physical fame or following, or what we consider to be this literal status, because that might not be what you're desiring. But even if that's not something that you're manifesting, you have to think of this celebrity energy as being something that's highly spiritual, that means that your energy speaks for itself, that when you walk into a room, it's almost like people will, or maybe they already are, depending on where you are on this timeline. But it's almost like they assume that you are a celebrity or someone important or someone to be noticed. This is going to be very strange for you because you've gone through a period of time where you've felt very much like an outcast, where you've almost felt invisible. So when the universe puts this microphone in front of you, amplifying your energy so others can hear it and sense it more strongly, maybe literally amplifying your creative work or your business. I'm hearing the word boost. So I just strongly feel like something you've already been doing or creating is going to be getting some kind of major boost. Again, I keep seeing that image of the universe putting this microphone in front of you and saying you're ready to be heard in a louder way, whether that's your projects, your work, your voice, your resume, your energy, whatever this is. I'm also hearing social circle expanding. So for some of you, you may be developing quite a network in the physical world. Now, I have to take a breath because I was moving so quickly energetically that I was almost making myself a little breathless. And that might really represent how quickly things are going to be moving for you, where things are moving so fast. It's almost like leaving you breathless in a way, but in a really good way. So I am going to get more into the messages here, but because you are carrying such a strong energy and all of these amazing things are happening for you, I also want to share with you my personal most powerful tool and resource for managing these really powerful energies swirling around us, and specifically swirling around this collective we're channeling into this specific reading. And these are my subliminal meditations. Subliminals are incredibly powerful and effective for energy clearing and manifestation because, unlike traditional meditation and other manifestation techniques, they work with the subconscious mind, which research has shown it's actually the subconscious that controls 95% of our thoughts, actions, and outcomes in life. So using subliminals to reprogram what's happening in your subconscious mind can actually shift your energy incredibly quickly and help you to align with and manifest your goals, dreams, and desires in life so much more quickly and effectively. I have personally used subliminals to manifest so many different things in my life. I still meditate with these subliminals I've created every single day because I see such results from them. So I really recommend just trying them out, seeing how they work for you. And if you are interested in trying them, I've created over 130 subliminals for essentially every area of life through my app, Sound and Soulful, which is now available in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. And within this app, I have subliminals for love, relationships, money, manifestation, mindset, energy clearing, and so many other things as well. You can listen to any subliminal in 10 different background sound options. You can create your own custom private playlists, and you can even read the affirmations while you are listening. And I'm also offering an exclusive discount code for 10% off membership in the app. The code is YouTube Love in all caps. So you can get all of this information in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. But again, the name of the app is Sound and Soulful. So you can also search for it in the app stores. Okay, so let's really shift gears here and start talking about the love portion of this reading, because I strongly keep feeling, you know what, my guides are saying these dynamics are connected. Wow. I don't think I've ever been so breathless in a positive way in a reading. I feel like you took someone's breath away, but also these dynamics are connected because you have this star power about you, as we've been describing. You are someone who's meant to make a major impact on the world. But I feel, and I get the sense that you felt this as well, that this isn't something that you're meant to do alone. That you are meant to be someone who is in partnership with another like-minded soul, someone that you can really rely on for support emotionally, who really has this open heart connection with you, who loves you unconditionally, who mirrors back to you the love that you put out into the universe and that you've always infused into the people and things around you. And so the sense that I'm getting is that this person either has come into your life or is coming into your life to, yes, connect with you romantically, and they're very romantically interested in you. They're very physically attracted to you. I got the name Tristan for someone. I'm seeing a flower watering pot for some reason. Maybe someone gardens. Maybe this is metaphoric, and it's about this person really being willing to water this connection, wanting to nurture this connection in a very consistent way. I'm hearing a little bit goes a long way. So with this person, you might be unsure at first how serious they're feeling about you, because sometimes their actions seem small but very consistent. That's a major message coming through. Like, what you see from this person is this warmth, this openness, this positive energy, this really good feeling energy, but it doesn't feel like your typical intense, really hard and fast initial romantic interactions that sometimes have happened for you in the past. This is someone who's very slow and steady. I feel that for many of you, if you've listened to some of my previous readings, then you might actually have connected with this energy in some of those past readings as well. But this feels like someone who, again, they want to water your connection for the long term. But just like whenever you're watering a seed, you don't water it all day. You don't just pummel it with water. It's very important that you actually don't overdo it, that you just remain very consistent. So this is more so about consistency as opposed to overpowering. I also feel that this is someone who every step along the way is really actively trying to gauge and read you and your energy, where you're at with all of this, how you feel about them. I keep seeing white flowers that could be significant to someone, but I also really want to look up the symbolism there, because I feel that these may be lilacs for someone. Let me look this up and see. You know what? I actually feel as though these flowers, I thought initially they were lilacs, but I actually think that these could be magnolias, could possibly be daisies. Could also possibly be petunias as well. I'm looking at flower pictures here because I'm trying to get this right. But also white in general, in terms of flowers, can really symbolize this kind of pure new energy. And that's actually more so the message, like something about this connection, although again, it might seem small, there's that consistency, but it might seem to be very small, especially at first. What you're going to notice is that there's a very pure vibration coming from this person. This is because you can sense at many different levels and layers that this is someone with very pure intentions. I'm actually hearing the guides say that very often you subconsciously pick up on red flags because you're very intuitive. And when this happens, you will suddenly get the desire to just run away from a person, to cut contact, to disconnect, especially if we're talking about a romantic context. And in the past, people may have told you, kind of gaslighting you, to be honest. People that you distance from because of this may have told you you're just scared of connection, or you're being avoidant, or you've been hurt by your past, you're scared of being loved. And you may have even bought into that to some extent. But what's really coming up here for this specific collective is that you actually were subconsciously picking up on red flags in those situations. You were sensing that the person you were connecting with didn't necessarily have fully pure intentions. And although you may not have been able to place it consciously or pinpoint exactly how or where you were getting that information, you could just sense it. And believe me when I say you can always trust those instincts. Trust your instincts. Don't let other people gaslight you out of those instincts, because You are an incredibly psychic person. I don't know who needed to hear that message, but I felt like someone's specific spirit guide was just coming through really, really strongly there. I just keep getting the letter initials Gabrie and L, which of course spell Gabriel, but it also could be some letter initials there. So the difference with this person is enormous because I'm getting 444. This is someone who you can sense a really good energy from them. I'm hearing something about the month of June. That could be someone's birth month. But we also have the moon card here, and this is about the subconscious mind and the intuition, and how this is someone who you naturally feel really comfortable around, even over the long term as this grows and develops and evolves. And that's because you can literally sense with every fiber of your being that this person is coming towards you with good intentions, that they have a really pure heart. And that's because they do. This is someone who is treating your connection as though it is sacred, because it is. I'm not sure why I keep seeing a golden cup or like a chalice of some kind, which is really interesting. So let's see if there's some symbolism there. So many symbols have been coming through these readings recently. It's been really interesting. Okay, so this can be about being intoxicating in some way. Can also represent wealth and abundance. Okay, so I feel that this person, they feel literally intoxicated by you. And yet I feel that this is someone who tends to be very, very moderate. Their baseline energy seems to be very peaceful. I feel that this is someone who is very self-focused in a positive way. They live a relatively peaceful lifestyle. They are not someone to overindulge either literally in substances or even in relationships. This isn't someone who will get too invested too quickly, or who will love bomb people, or really like overindulge emotionally in relationships. And yet with you, it's like that temptation is there. I hate to say they see you like a temptation, but it's like this person is unaccustomed to feeling the way that they're feeling about you, because their natural baseline is this kind of peaceful state, because they aren't often tempted to go all in for someone or to feel so much emotionally for a person. And yet that's exactly what's happening there with you. And I almost get the feeling of someone trying to pace themselves because they don't want to use up. This is kind of a lack mentality on this person's part, but they're scared of using up all of this energy between you guys, all of this potential conversation. They really want to kindle things, to feed it, to nurture it, to keep it going for the long term. They do not want this to burn out too quickly. However, with the number 2244 coming out here, this is about making a plan to manifest goals. So that's exactly what this person is doing. They are making mental plans. And I actually have to say, I feel that these are somewhat very conscious, these mental plans to keep you in their life. And again, there's like this very careful, calculated nature about them when it comes to planning with you, but they're very silent about it. I don't feel they've mentioned any of this. I'm seeing freckles for someone, so that could be resonant. I feel that this person harbors a lot of hidden emotions beneath the surface for you, but no ill intent. Again, their intentions are very pure, which is why your intuition feels so good about them, why you're so drawn into the energy here. And yet at the same time, there's a lot that isn't being spoken. And you may sense this as well. You might pick up on a kind of holding back on this person's part. But I feel that they're very careful about doing the best to conceal these hidden emotions, because I'm getting that they don't want to scare you away is what's honestly coming through so strongly here. I'm hearing that their emotions are a lot stronger than you would believe. Like, you would be surprised to know how quickly this person was feeling so much for you. Here we have, the High Priest, which in my other deck is the High Priestess. Or maybe in this deck there is a High Priest and a High Priestess. So this is someone, part of their hidden emotions are that they're actually much more deeply spiritual than they let on. They have a strong relationship with whatever they consider to be the divine, whether they would label it God, the universe, their spirit guides, angels, however they refer to this, or maybe they don't even have a label for it, but it feels like this person's actually deeply spiritual. I'm seeing some kind of like gold chain or gold necklace. This could be something that is symbolic for them, related to spirituality, if that's resonant for you. I also get the sense that because of this person's deep but almost hidden connection to divinity, meaning they don't really come out with this right away, I feel that I keep seeing this huge group of friends around this person, or a social circle that could be like, I keep seeing the number 20. So this could literally be 20 people, or that might just be symbolic of the fact that there's many, many people that socialize or connect with this person very on the surface. These aren't negative connections, but it just feels like they kind of have fun. They have a light connection, but none of these people really see through fully to who this person really is. And that's why they so often feel really alone in this world, even though they seem to make friends easily on the surface and have a lot of people connected to them in a kind of superficial, physical way. And again, it's not negative. It just feels like people they can hang out with, have fun with, have light conversations with, and yet they have such a depth. I also feel that this is someone who, because of their connection to divinity, they also have a really high degree of feeling and empathy. So this is someone who experiences life through feeling, is what I'm hearing. More so, again, than they let on. In fact, all of these people around them really don't even realize how sensitive in a way this person is, but I don't use that word sensitive in the societally constructed negative sense, because being sensitive is actually so beautiful. And I'm getting, you are someone who's so sensitive as well, meaning sensitive to energy, meaning extremely attuned to spiritual energies around you, to energy dynamics going on within you, going on within others. Your sensitivity is such a gift, and so is this person's. But I almost feel as though when they're with you, they feel this camaraderie in a sense that they don't get other places, because even if this connection is very new, or again, for some of you, this could be someone that you're going to be meeting futuristically, but in either case, with you, they sense a similarity between your souls, between your natures. They sense that you are someone who is also very deeply connected to the divine and very open-hearted and very sensitive in nature. They feel as though you are the high priestess to match their high priest energy. With the 7 of Wands in the upright position, okay, so I am picking up that part of what this person might be hiding emotionally is they actually might be keeping your connection very sacred and not necessarily speaking about it to many of the people around them. Remember those people we described as being like 20 people, although that might not be the literal number. Just there being a lot of people that they connect with kind of on the surface, superficially. I feel that they have not shared with those people about you or about how strong their feelings are for you, because they recognize that these people would have opinions somehow about this connection, or would somehow tarnish this beautifully pure, sacred new bond that they have with you, energetically speaking, and they don't want to mess it up, is what I'm hearing from this person. It's almost like, just like they keep so many parts of themselves hidden from the world, hidden from the external, even hidden from people around them that might think that they really know this person, they equally seem to want to keep the connection with you for now in that same sacred place, not because they're ashamed of it or embarrassed of it, but because they have a recognition that the people around them see a very surface level side of them. Although again, the people around them think that they know this person on a lot deeper level, but really they know that you know them on a very deep core level, regardless of how much or how little you may have interacted yet in the physical world. And so it's like this person wants to focus on keeping this energy protected and sacred and pure, not tarnished by external energies projected onto it, external opinions, external people. The fact that people might have opinions about this or might try to pressure this person in a certain direction does seem to, I got the name Steven for someone. This does seem to speak to the possibility that there's some reason that other people would have an opinion about the two of you connecting or would judge your connection or potential relationship. So that won't be the case for everyone. But for some of you listening, I'm getting that there may be a literal reason that other people might construct that would cause them to project onto the two of you or to judge the dynamic between the two of you. Again, that won't be for everyone. Only take that if it resonates. But I'm getting a really strong message that this person is holding on really tightly to the connection regardless. They really aren't swayed by what other people think, but they are protecting this information that they're holding spiritually. It's almost like they have this information. They know deep down the two of you share a really special, sacred, spiritual bond, but they aren't speaking that to anyone, except I keep saying that and then seeing this one person. I feel like there may be one person in this person's life. This could be a family member, a good friend. This one connection seems to be more meaningful to them, seems to really see them and connect with them on a deeper level. I'm seeing that if this person is a masculine, this would be another masculine energy that is similar enough and open-minded enough and spiritually connected enough themselves to be able to understand their connection with you. And I'm getting, if that is the case, this is someone that this person has disclosed information about you and about how they're feeling about you too. But again, most people around them have no idea because this person is worried about sharing too much information and somehow opening up your connection to, well, what we would almost call psychic attack, where other people project their negativity onto it. This is someone, I'm hearing I want to see you again. So if you've already seen or met this person, they really want to see you or meet up with you again. I'm seeing a movie theater for someone. I feel also this could just speak to this person wanting to move along the connection with you. I'm hearing more into the physical. They know that there's a depth here spiritually, and they want to really feel out and explore what this could be physically as the two of you converse or meet up or communicate more on a personal level, physically, face to face is what I'm getting from this. So, wow, really beautiful messages coming through here. I know this won't connect for everyone, but I really hope it reached whoever needed to hear it. Also, I will be doing a free tarot reading giveaway for the month of November. So if you want to enter the free reading giveaway, you can do so by liking the video, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. Again, all you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe to be entered for free into the November tarot reading giveaway. And the winner will be selected at the end of the month and announced on December 1st in a community post. And the full rules and information on that contest are in the description box of the video. Otherwise, you can follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. And of course, if you're feeling guided to it, I have my subliminals available through my app, Sound and Soulful. You can download it by following the link in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. And you can use the code YouTube Love in all caps for 10% off your membership in the app. Specifically for this reading, I would really recommend exploring my subliminal called Love Magnetism, because this is so powerful for really clearing out any blockages you might be storing to love and connection, really aligning you with the frequency, the pure frequency of unconditional love, which will make you so super magnetic for all forms of positive interaction and connection, not just romantically, but in all areas of your life as well. So again, that's in my app, Sound and Soulful, which is linked below. Otherwise, I am sending you all huge amounts of love and light energy. Have an amazing remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next video.